Time now for your AM 960 KLTF local news week in review. The Little Falls Fire Department responded to a house fire at the address of 17094 185th Avenue in Belle Prairie Township. Around 9 a.m. Thursday, 24 Little Falls firefighters battled the blaze for 3 hours at the Eric and Jessica Wolcheski residence. No one was home at the time of the fire. The home is still standing, but it was deemed a total loss. The cause at this time under investigation. There were no injuries. The Randall Fire Department responded to a house fire on the 8200 block of Highway 115 south of Randall last weekend. The home was engulfed in flames when crews arrived on scene. The size of the fire prompted Randall firefighters to bring in aid from Little Falls and Flensburg fire departments, and Camp Ripley was called to help provide water. No one was home at the time of the fire, though the family pets were all lost in the blaze. The cause of the fire under investigation, though it did not appear to be suspicious. Around 7:45 Wednesday morning, a Limburg Elementary student was struck by a car while in the crosswalk on Highway 27 at 9th Street Northeast, apparently heading to school. According to the report from the Morrison County Sheriff's Office, 42-year-old Kimberly Bullock of Flensburg was traveling east in heavy traffic on Highway 27. 7-year-old Thomas Holtz of Little Falls ran into the front driver's side. Holtz suffered minor injuries with cuts to the hand and a bruise on his leg. Holtz was taken to St. Gabriel's Hospital by personal vehicle for further evaluation. The driver was not hurt. Last year marked continued progress in improving traffic safety on Minnesota roads as preliminary data revealed traffic deaths falling to a near record low. According to the latest preliminary numbers from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety Office of Traffic Safety, 356 people lost their lives in 2014 crashes. They project a final number around 370 once those statistics are evaluated and finalized. This would be the second lowest number since 1944, when 356 people lost their lives. There was a significant decline in pedestrian deaths in 2014. After peaking at 71 deaths in 1986, pedestrian fatalities dropped to 17, according to the preliminary numbers, down from 35 a year earlier in 2013. This would be the lowest number from 1984 through 2014. 45 motorcyclists were killed last year, down from 60 in 2013. 5 bicyclists, down from 6 a year earlier. Traffic fatalities have steadily declined 8 of the previous 10 years, from 655 deaths in 2003 to 387 in 2013, and as mentioned, a projected total around 370 for 2014. About 8:10 Thursday morning, authorities responded to a head-on crash in Crow Wing County. 24-year-old Mary Kajava of Nisswa and her 4-year-old daughter were traveling south on County Road 3 and struck head-on by a truck driven by 39-year-old Vaughn Gentry of Barnesville, who crossed the center line. Kajava was airlifted from the scene to North Memorial Medical Center in Robbinsdale with serious injuries. Her 4-year-old daughter is also at the same hospital with serious injuries. A Gentry was taken to and currently hospitalized at last word with non-life-threatening injuries at Essentia Health St. Joseph's Medical Center. It's believed the road conditions Thursday morning played a role in the crash. Under a new plan, Sartell officials hope to break ground on a new community resource facility next year. The city set aside $1.6 million in local option sales tax dollars for the project. An extension of the sales tax approved in November means more money could be used for it. City staff have put together a proposed timeline that creates goals for moving the project forward. Any movement forward on building the facility will now require City Council action in Sartell. A site and what all would be included in the facility has not yet been decided. The 25th annual Brainerd Jaycees Ice Fishing Extravaganza was given the go-ahead by Crow Wing County Sheriff Todd Dahl. Dahl and other sheriff's deputies checked the thickness of the ice Wednesday on Gull Lake, where the event will be held. The thickness of the ice usually has to be 17 inches before the sheriff will issue the permit for the event. Sheriff Dahl drilled 2 holes, with the first measuring 22 inches and the second about 2 feet of thickness. The event is about a week away now, next Saturday, January 24th. The Pierce City Council met this past week on Monday night. At the meeting, City Administrator Scott Sayre administered the oath of office to Mayor Toby Egan, council members Mike Menden, Steph Fighton, and the treasurer, Linda Shabluski. The Piers Council also approved the hiring of 4 additional volunteer firefighters. The Piers Council voted to donate $2,000 to the Veterans Memorial and receive an update in regards to the Morrison County Humane Society contract. In regards to that contract, the council directed Police Chief Eric Hannikin and Public Works Director Robert Otremba to continue researching the city's options. Another separate note, in Piers, the recycling dates on the Piers school calendar is off by 1 week. Residents with concerns or questions, call City Hall next week at 468-6471. The Little Falls City Council, they meet this coming week, but because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, the Little Falls City Council meets on Tuesday. The 33rd year of the local Toys for Kids program, providing Christmas gifts for southern Crow Wing County families, was very successful this year. The Marine Corps League received donations and contributions, which enabled them to serve at least 470 families, including over 1,000 children. Approximately 100 businesses and organizations annually support the program through collection of toys and financial donations. The Toys for Kids program is administered in cooperation with the local Salvation Army and supported solely by financial and toy donations from the community. The featured veteran of the month at the Minnesota Military Museum is Major General George E. Leach. Leach was born in 1876 in Minneapolis, where he later served as mayor. In the armed forces, he served in World War I under General Douglas MacArthur, who regarded Leach as the finest artillery officer in the Army. Learn more about Leach by visiting the exhibit this month. The Crow Wing County Dairy Association is seeking candidates for the 2015 Crow Wing County Dairy Princess and Ambassador Contest this year, March 21st. Qualifications for Senior Dairy Princess are that she must be a female, not yet 24 years of age, single, a U.S. citizen, and a high school graduate, and must be a genuine user of dairy products. She or her parents must own or be employed on a dairy farm or be part in a dairy-related capacity. Qualifications for the Ambassador instead of Princess: the female must be 13 years of age, up to a senior in high school, and then all other rules apply as in the princess category. Contact Sandy to register at 277-2897. Again, the phone number to call Sandy, 277-2897. As for the Morrison County Dairy Princess coronation this year, that's a week later, Saturday, March 28th at the Falls Ballroom. That completes this week's Local News Week in Review. Thanks for listening.